Crimson Desert has come out as of, I think, about 5 minutes ago. It just peaked a new peak on Steam. They've said that they've sold through 2 million copies as of, I think that was 2 days ago. Man, I'm saying all the good stuff right now. Yeah, 9 minutes ago, they hit 248,000. Sorry, I was loading it up on SteamDB. So 248,000 players concurrently on Steam alone. Congrats to the team on that. It came out Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays was the review embargo. The review embargo came out. It was kind of all over the place. It sparked a fucking really stupid conversation on the internet that's still raging today, just about people's opinions and where this game is and what this game is, which we can get into in a bit. Because of the, I guess, middling reviews, if you want to go by that, the stock of the company dropped 30%.
And it's down 10% today.
Yeah, and it dropped another 10% once the game actually released and saw, I think it hit mixed. I think now it's on mostly positive, according to Steam.
Yeah, 75%.
Yeah, so it's actually gone up, but it's dropped across the board. And the game came out and the internet has just been ablaze with conversation. I think we all have played it and spent some time with it. And I think we all kind of agree with what's being said, and that's that, like, the game has some really cool stuff and the game has some really fucking insane, dumb decisions.
This is one of those rare games that comes out and it's like, how many hours you got into it? 200? What would you give it? 7.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it feels like. It's very playable, but it's also has like a lot of problems.
There are parts of the game that are like 10.
Yes.
Like it's more of it's not only kind of a lack of consistency, but it's a huge variance in quality between some of the like most important mechanics in the game. This game is wearing a suit of armor. And if you give it the time and patience to get through it, you will find that there is actually a pretty amazing, awesome sandbox experience underneath it. But I would argue that a very large majority of gamers are going to not be able to get through that armor. The controls are too much of an issue. That's a whole thing. The lack of storage is a thing. There's animation problems. There's the way they dictate the dialogue there's problems. Also the fact that this game looks like it should have, it's one of those things where on the surface, and when you hear about it, and when you hear about the mechanics, it looks like an RPG. And just like Will said on our show, that term comes with a whole lot of expectations that now that we've all played it, we all know this game does not have. This game essentially doesn't really have a main story right now. It's literally just kind of like a collection of lore snippets.
How far are you?
Chase quests, Act 3.
Okay, you're not very far. There's kind of a story.
The game starts without a main story.
Yeah,
so I think that's also really important because a lot of people are arguing that, you know, like the Days Gone syndrome. If you're going to have a hook, you want to have the hook towards the beginning of the game to hook people into the story. Well, if there is a hook for this game, I have not really found it.
Yes.
And which is good because I'm not playing it for a hook. And I think that's a big thing. Like a lot of people go into this game expecting things. Like one of the more well-known gaming journalists, Jason Schreier, he literally tweets out like, I played this game for 2 hours, no hook, game is garbage, AI slop. I think he said something along those lines. Like he was bad. He was mad because again, he went in being like, I'm going to want a hook in the first couple hours to make me want to keep playing this game. This game doesn't have that. It's an action sandbox game. It's a Valheim is a good way to think about it. It's a giant world to go out and explore and do lots of things in and have all these things. And there are skills and there's power progression, stuff like that, kind of like an RPG, but it's also fundamentally missing half of what makes a real RPG. So to call it that is not, just like the devs say, it's kind of a disservice. That's not what this game is, and it's not what it's trying to be. So it's, it's a lot of people in chat, you know, it's kind of like a single player MMO in that regard, where, you know, Final Fantasy 7 Final Fantasy 14 was lauded and held up on a pillar because of how good its main story was. Because normally you don't really get that in a game like that. So it all kind of comes together to make what it is, all those reasons kind of come together to kind of alter how it's been being received and everything. But Yeah, I will say this, man. I have played this game like 12, 15 hours. I am addicted.
I'm addicted to it.
I
30.
am loving every hour I spend in it. Every hour I find brand new things. Every hour I find things I did not expect. I just fought a boss that was actually badass. Like the whole
Which one?
the
Can you
Act
allude?
3 guy?
Can you,
Mask.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
That boss fight was
Reeds,
great.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, that was a slick fight, and like the whole story and stuff up to it was pretty interesting too. So, like, it's also like there's a lot of weird inconsistencies. For instance, there's great voice acting, but none of the dialogue is sunken into the world. They talk over each other at weird times, and sometimes what they say doesn't even make sense. But Neil Newbomb's in it, and he's great. And there's other like big voice actors in it that are actually pretty great too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
again,
my
it's
favorite
kind of
thing,
all over the
like,
map.
right out the gate, speaking to that, is like I was walking, you walk into the first town and you see this huge looking like 9-foot troll guy. And you walk up to him and you're like, oh, this guy. And he's gonna, you expect like,
Hello, little human. You're gonna do
Yes,
but it's actually like, I was doing the first sitting and I'll go down, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
At least pitch it down.
Dude,
you go to a
yes.
goblin, and the
I
goblin
hate
looks
it.
up at you, and the goblin's like, "How are you doing today,
Yes.
adventurer? I am
Yes.
Chadlin. It's good to see you." And it's just like, what? How did that voice come out of that body?
Yes.
And who okayed this? No, another thing they do, their voices are not immersed in the world. So if you're talking to a guy like outside, and then you go into a building and talk to someone else, they sound exactly the same. There's no like reverb. It doesn't sound like the voices are where they're supposed to be in the world. They like didn't do that almost at all. There's sometimes when they did, but the majority of them just aren't. And then on top of that, they never interrupt each other, but they always talk over each other.
Yes.
So it sounds completely unrealistic because when people start talking over each other, generally one of them stops. They interrupt. But in this game, they never interrupt each other. They're saying sentences that are clearly designed to be said over each other, but they just never interrupt each other. So it sounds fake. It doesn't sound real in any way. It doesn't sound natural.
Yeah.
And that sucks too. Yeah, that's an unfortunate. It's weird.
My
And then someone in the chat said, it becomes this weird sensory overload where a bunch of people are talking and you just can't hear any of them.
Right.
Because everyone's just kind of like yelling at you. It's very weird.
My biggest worry right now, this is 30 hours into the game, which is still not very much. Most people are saying this is a 100+ hour game. Just so people understand that, is that the longer the game goes on, the worse things start to happen. And I've started to notice some pretty fucking stupid things happening in around there.
Now, where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah, like where are you throughout the story?
I'm close to chapter 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Chapter 5, by the way, still tutorials. Chapter 5, I don't mind saying this, and it's not a spoiler. Chapter 5, you're doing the archery competition for a quest.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
the game shows you how that it's like, here are some more things you can do in the world. Like the archery thing, where the AI shoots the fucking target before it's even shown on the screen. Yeah.
God, that made
I
me so
found-
mad. Oh, I got so
found
mad
it
at
did
that.
that before I got that quest. I didn't even know that was part of the main story.
I didn't
Like,
either. Yeah, it's still like doing that stuff. Also, yes, Dan, the archery shit is here. I think
God,
that they made the AI
mad.
make it seem competitive, so they just give them some shots.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody frame by framed it. One of the archer pre-fires. That
Yes,
archer's
100%.
arrow is leaving the like you see it on the screen before the first part of the target comes up. Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Cheaters, I tell you.
Legit
Fucking
cheats.
precogs, man.
They're
Precogs.
precogs.
Tell ya.
It's crazy.
Freaking precogs.
It's crazy. I got really frustrated with that.
Gonna blow my nose real quick.
And then you were talking about how the game doesn't have a story. I've definitely, I think, hit the like main story hooks, and it's really bad. Like it's just
Bad.
really, really bad. Like I showed up and Dan looks like a knight. My character has like a deer helmet on that gives me stealth so I could be around deer and they won't run away from me. And it's like this massive deer with like huge antlers, and I like walk up into this place and they're like, "Oh, help us." And you're like, "Okay." And then you go and help them and you start doing all these like very intricate things that a person with fucking deer antlers shouldn't be doing. And they're like, oh, thank you. Oh, wow, you must go do this grandiose thing. And you're like, why? I just met you. What do you mean? It's so fucking random. It's
hilarious.
absolutely random.
Sometimes you like go talk to a guy and he's like, "Oh, you can't come in here. You don't belong." Then you go like around the corner, get a disguise, come back. You're not covering your face or anything. You're just wearing a robe, and he's like, "Oh, you can come on in now. You're fine."
Yes.
Just like things like that. Where like,
Which they're cool mechanic. Like I kind of like that. Like I'm kind of into that. Putting on a different outfit. So they do it in the very first town. Like put on an outfit. So you can enter into this part of the castle or whatever. That being said, I don't dislike it. Like I don't, I don't mind all of that. It's just some of this, and then the boss, I will agree with you guys. The Reed boss was cool. I like that.
mm-hmm.
Did y'all go up the mountain the proper way? Did you? Oh, Ko, you're muted. Did you like?
Talking about the
You're
academy
talking about
area?
with the spinny things.
Yeah. Did you go up that way?
I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I veered
And you
the
bypassed one of the most frustrating parts of that entire thing.
Well, not intentionally. I went
What happened?
up the fucking mountain and was just like, oh, I'm gonna go to this thing over here. And then I like did a giant kind of like arch around that whole area with the little spinny things and ended up at the boss. Just by
Dude,
happenstance.
I tell you, that area, that specific area is by far the most frustrated I've been in this game.
I heard that.
You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet.
So-
not only does it not easily let you destroy the spinny things, but they endlessly summon mobs.
Yes.
And then on top of that, whenever the boss randomly spawns during that, and you have to kind of kill him to progress. But when he spawns, your camera auto locks onto him. So if you're trying to run through enemies to destroy the things that are instantly spawning, the endless spawning mobs, you're sprinting to it, and then the boss spawns, and all of a sudden you're sprinting to the boss, and then he starts womboing you in your face. He killed me like 3 times doing that, dude. It was like,
Yeah.
and there's literally a camera lock on key, and they don't use it. They auto lock you. I swear it's just to screw people that were trying what I was trying to do.
Oh,
But yeah, that was.
I
oh, man,
bypassed
that was
all
a thing.
that. Also, I
just ran through that area. I couldn't deal with the endless spawns. I just ran right up to the boss and just ran past everything.
I
people are saying
RKO
in the chat,
everyone.
that's what they
That's
did
my
there.
main form of attack. So I was destroying the spinny things every time you RKO.
Oh, nice.
It just smashes the mob on that and destroys
Nice.
the area around it. But yeah, I bypassed all of that stuff only because I assumed that a boss fight was coming up. And here's maybe another issue. I'm curious about you guys, though. It seems like you haven't done that many boss fights. The best way to like do a boss fight is to go cook a shit ton of food.
Oh.
And then go to the boss.
I learned that
I've
with the
been-
quarry boss.
I've been slaughtering every animal I come across and taking all of its meat. Like
Yeah.
That's
it's
smart.
it's a massacre when I walk past animals. They all die.
Because
I
yeah,
have a circuit now where I go to town, and then you hit the grocer and buy everything. You hit the meat person and buy everything. You cook everything you can. Then you go to your place. There's like 3 herds that hang out by your base. You can hit those herds. I also found out today, by the way, if you find a herd of animals, you can kill them all and then run off the screen a little bit and then run back, and they'll be there.
oh.
Mhm.
So
I
I
have
think
to
that if you
ask-
like spend a while doing that, that may be something you can do.
I have to ask you, how are you guys killing the animals so fast?
Well, boar suck.
Yeah,
I don't know
That's
what it is
what
about
that's what
boar,
I'm
but
specifically
boar
talking
suck.
about.
Boar have like 5 times the HP of everything else. Deer is what I go after. Deer are easy. You can like 2-shot them with your bow. I actually got a couple bow skills just to hunt animals. Like
Oh.
the power shot, 1-shots animals. So you can just come
Really?
up on a herd and you can power shot, bam, 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 go loot like 9, 15 meat. Go out, come back, do that kind of thing. I'm really sad that fishing sucks.
It does. How?
As a fishing enthusiast, it's slow. It's
Oh.
really, really slow. So when you throw your thing in, there's actually it actually is like fishing.
So
There's
like
a
real
delay for-
fishing?
yeah, exactly. I'm playing a video game, Zeke. So basically,
I had to put that in there.
So basically, you throw the bobber in, you have to wait for it to grab. Then there's like a back and forth game. You can only reel in when it's tired. So it's cool, it's fine. But then when you butcher the fish, it should be like 6 fillet, 9 fillet, so you can actually cook a decent meal with it. It's like 1 or 2 every time. So
yeah.
maybe there's like better ways to do it. But at this stage of the game, hunting is 5 times more effective than fishing, which is sad. But later on, maybe it'll get better. I hope it does.
Just running up to the animals and just slashing them with swords, and they one shot each of them. It's
Okay.
Doing some AoE attacks also helps, or like flying above and slamming down.
Yeah.
Anytime you come up on a herd, like one of those small groups of animals you can carry, just take out your bow and start clicking towards them, and you'll hit a few of them.
Oh,
and you
it'll
can just
auto-aim?
loot them, and you'll just skin them on the way up.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very easy to do that when there's like the raccoons and the little things, and or what are the feathered weasels? Have you guys found them yet?
No, I haven't found.
They're literally griffins. They're griffins this big. They're griffins, and you pick one up and it says feathered weasel.
You know what's crazy about this game is everyone calls it like a single player MMO, and the devs have been very open about it being an MMO, and then they turned it into a single player. The fact that like I've walked up and fought certain animals, and then halfway through the fight, a thing pops up on the animal, and it's like mount or ride. I feel like all of those little animals that you can skin and everything, and the animals that you can mount, I think those were like pets that the player could get, and they were mounts that the player could get, and then they just populated the world with those. Because the way that you can like interact with them makes it seem like that's what their intended purpose was, and then they were just like, oh wait, why don't we just that's our wildlife? Like we've already made the animations, we've already done all of the work there. Let's just put that into the world. Because I was fighting a very large 4-legged beast, and then halfway through it, it's like, would you like to ride this animal? And I was
Have you gotten a
fuck
pet
yeah.
dog
Well,
yet?
damn it, I would. Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I want to ride this animal. And then I was on this animal running around at like maximum speed and jumping and shit. It was great. Yes, I did get a pet dog, and I would recommend everyone get a pet dog.
Yes,
I need to. I really need to.
They loot stuff on the ground, which helps a lot.
Yep. Yeah, you can go and like loot or knock ore off on the side of a mountain, and the dog will go and get it.
It drives me nuts that when you knock the ore down, it sometimes rolls down the mountain.
It's really annoying.
It's like,
well, and they also put
happen?
ore like at the weirdest parts on the side of the mountains that you have to. There's multiple ways to get at it, but it just falls and you have to go collect it. Dan, do you know
things on that?
Well, go ahead, Zeke.
Can you get more than one pet?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a whole pet tab in your inventory for all your pets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have to like hunt and get food to feed them?
No, but I think the game rewards you if you do feed them after you capture them.
And also, if you pick up a pet, I know this. If you pick up a pet, you can pet it, and it gives like 5. But everyone in my chat was like, if you drop meat in front of it, it goes up like a lot faster. So you can use meat to get pets. Yes.
Well, that's the camp. Yeah, that's to train it or whatever. Because it's like, I think it's 5 for a pet, and you can pet them a certain amount. This is so insane.
See, I haven't done any of this yet.
You can set. Well, do you want me to tell you the mechanics of it or no?
Oh. You know what? No. I'll take a heads up. You keep talking about it. You keep talking about it.
Well, no. I was just. It's just there are different things you can do to incrementally increase that, because there's a maximum per day that you can do, and then you have to rest and go find the same animal.
Really?
But after you get them as like your pet, Dan, I was going to ask if you can verify this. If you feed them, do they go pick up things faster?
I haven't tested that. I'll have to test it.
Okay, because I don't know if it was just in my head, if I would like throw a piece of meat on the ground and they would eat it and then go pick things up faster, or if it was just because I was getting more stuff.
You can pet them too when they're following you around. I don't know if that does anything either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure like the full mechanics of it in that regard. But everything we're saying in terms of like the nitty grittiness of it, I think that's where this game is awesome, is that they've thought about a lot of this shit in the most absurd ways. And I love the fact that nothing is tutorialized in this game. but I also despise the fact that nothing is tutorialized in this
It's
game.
definitely a double-edged sword sometimes, for sure.
There's a lot of shit where chat will be like, oh, you just, go double jump. It's like, I don't have a double jump. It's like, yeah, you got a double jump in the first 5 minutes of the game. You just didn't know. The game didn't tell you.
Well, you do have to train double jump.
There
It
is
costs
a double
5
jump
energy.
you can train, but you've got
5 energy to do it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You did?
Because you just aim at the ground and you do the air dash thing twice.
Oh, the punch thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or jump in the air and you can do it 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, but one of the things that was kind of hilarious with that is you can get a double jump in this game, right? You hit space and you hit space again, and it spends 5 energy and does it. Now, if you are in the air normally, you can hold down space and you get these wings, this crow form thing.
I call it the glad bag. It looks like a glad
The
trash bag
double
that was-
jump spell thing,
Yeah.
it only works if there is land under your feet. So you cannot you can't jump off a ledge and then jump once and then glide. If you try to do it in the air, it automatically puts your wings on regardless. And I have died so many times. Or fallen so many times. It's just
Huh.
why would it be like that? Why would it be like that?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's wild.
I'm gonna wait until this game has had more time. Not only the game has had more time to cook, but see if they come out with patches or fixes or whatever.
They already have come out
Um,
multiple times, so we're gonna work on
Sure.
this. Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait a little while before I jump in, and I'll probably jump in on my own time, but off stream. But and also to wait for so I can Google shit reliably and be like, how do you double jump? And then it'll be there.
Now, that's
obviously
true.
it's there, but go ahead.
I'm just going to warn you. This game is vast as an ocean, shallow as a puddle.
Mhm.
So be careful waiting too long, because it is the kind of thing where we are already, I'm sure can speak for all of us, getting in our chats. Hey, has he gotten the 500 silver near the start yet? Hey, has he gotten the ultimate weapon right behind the starting town? Hey, has he gone northeast and gotten the thing behind the church that makes it really easy
Off
to do?
stream,
So
off stream.
oh,
playing
you're
it
playing it
off
all off stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, this
Different
seems like a fun
Really?
game for me to just wander around and be, turn off my brain
You
and just,
are in for a magical time then.
that's
That's
what I'm
awesome.
saying.
Good call.
This door
Okay.
would not open.
Well, what the
I
fuck
I
is
walked
going on with this
inside and I
door?
couldn't get back out. The door would just not open.
How did
I
you
got
get
trapped
out?
in there and had to reload.
Really?
Yes, they let me in, and I tried to go out, and it just would not let me out of the room.
Okay. All right. Sorry, we've interrupted
Can
you
you break
twice.
the door?
Yeah,
I
no,
tried.
that's-
You'll see me. I tried breaking. I tried doing all my ability. Nothing. It just would not.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Zeke,
The door
please
has
finish your
one-way
thought.
hinges, bro. No, but I wanted to ask you guys, I wanted to ask you, each one of you, if you can give me one, or if they're quick, 2, 3, starter guide. Give me your this is something you must know right out the gate. You should know.
Fuck.
There's lots of great tips to start in Crimson Desert, but a lot of them are just remembering the controls and the different systems. There's so much at the beginning. I don't know. I don't know. What
Yeah,
my
I mean,
main
it's-
tip would be.
The
I wouldn't
No, it's
normally.
something
all my normal
pick
sandbox
up
tips
every
don't really
piece of meat
apply.
you see.
yeah.
Make sure to
That's a
pet
good
the
one.
animal.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one.
hold
So
on.
things, you have a very limited inventory space, and it grows as you do side quests and extra things. So side questing and taking side quests early, letting your attention just kind of go or wander, and then following up on it to wherever it ends will make your inventory grow a lot quicker, which is very handy. Don't pick up everything. You can pick up a lot of things and then sell it, but if you pick up everything, you are in for a very bad time because your inventory will fill up so quickly.
How do you
so,
even play this game, Co?
It's tough, man. It's tough. I have to leave so many things behind, and that hurts. And I can't. It sucks. The only stuff I do is anytime you pick up something for the first time, it's question marks. So I try to make sure I pick up everything that is question marks. But outside of that, man, it's tough. It's tough.
One nice thing is the inventory tells you how much
Yeah.
something sells for, so you can tell which things to to drop if you don't want
Right.
to
Yeah.
only pick up.
Does
expensive.
are you guys all playing on keyboard mouse?
I am.
I actually enjoy the controller much better for combat. I like the
Okay,
UI
yes.
using the mouse in the keyboard, but for the combat, I really enjoy the controller.
I agree. Now, for one specific reason, because fair disclosure, I've only played 3 hours of this, but I cannot tell you in those 3 hours how many times I wanted to pick up something and I just fucking end up jumping. And I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a problem still, like on keyboard mouse?
Not quite as much. Your button for interact is not jump.
Yeah.
So that right there is a big thing. You can also hold down the button on PC and it will just automatically do the little E pickup thing on everything in your area, which is really convenient. So you just hold down E and then
it's a common
look around.
problem.
Can you do that?
There's control
with the controller?
I have
Yeah,
no
just hold
idea.
down X on the controller and it just
You just hold it down and it just like
there you
scoops
go.
up everything in your area?
Just on one item and then you just move around
on only
and
one
picks up
item.
the rest.
Yeah, so you have to like look at each item. It'll do the little E thing. Then the next item it does the little E thing.
I
But it's
see.
just
So
automatic.
it's not like a vacuum. Okay.
That would be nice. But
Yeah,
there's too many
Zeke,
items for that. I feel like
here's-
the inventory's too small and you wouldn't use it.
I found this. Don't read the far left because some of them are ability names that aren't unlocked, but this is the full control scheme for Crimson Desert.
It's on controller. It is. I think if I pick it back up again, I'll do keyboard mouse because
that's
on
just half
controller,
of it. There's another page of that.
Yeah.
It's super convoluted, man.
Well, it's like parry is R1 plus L3. Think about that for a second. You got to do that. That's how you do it. To parry. Like that's crazy. And it gets even worse on keyboard and mouse is
no. I think L3 just means like a direction. You push a direction. Is that not correct?
Oh, you might
you
be
choose
right.
who to parry.
Oh, that might be, yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, that makes sense. It's directional. It's not pushing the button.
Yeah.
Nope, chat's saying L3 is a push-in.
Well then,
it is a
And if
button
you
press.
And if you forget to press R1, then you're going to use your claw attack,
Yeah.
your claw hand thing. So there's a lot of
my
buttons
God,
where
and
it's
Zeke,
like,
fucking thing.
It's
you
even
mean to
weirder.
do one thing, but if you hold and press this button, it does one thing. But if you tap and press this button, it does another. And it's just that it gets a little confusing because there's so many overlapping abilities on the buttons, which gets in the way of.
Well, you brought up something else that I found like super not intuitive. Like when you see those like the circles on the ground that you have to like complete the circuit or whatever, and you throw your grapple hand at it.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there like a fishing pole. I'm like, move. I feel like I'm stupid. Like, am I not getting how to like? Because you get it like, and it's like moving so
It's
slowly.
It's kind of
like,
physics
What the fuck
based.
am I doing wrong?
It's like physics based, honestly. Also, Zeke, you want to know the best part about that? I'm 30 hours in. I haven't had to do that a single time after that one instance.
Really? Oh God. Okay.
And the game,
Yeah.
like, at one point, the game's like, go find. This is in the opening 30 minutes. It's like, go get a sweep and clean the chimney.
Yeah.
I haven't used that since. I don't know.
Fucking
I have
say
to
that
admit,
sentence.
I loved that encounter though. That encounter was awesome. The whole thing, beginning to end, I loved the whole thing. I thought it
Yeah.
was
I saw a
You're
video
talking about
today.
I actually got that one, the husband and wife thing, right?
Yes.
Yep, dude,
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that. I
Yeah.
loved it so much.
I saw a video today of someone that did use the broom to sweep up a random house. There was oranges all over the ground, and they swept them all into a nice pile in the corner.
Yep, I heard about that.
Like
RP.
immersive.
Immersion, yeah, that's right.
So the game, I do want to ask, like, Dan, you had a door that wouldn't open. Have you guys what bugs have you guys run into? Because the game's kind of littered with them. I ran into a very massive one where I spent, I want to say it was the better part of 90 minutes doing this like unannounced puzzle. I'm not going to say what it is or how you do it or anything like that. It was just a thing that I happened upon and I was like, damn, this is really fucking cool. Like, this is crazy that this is in this game. I hope everyone is able to see
Oh no.
what this is, because it's so awesome. And then I finally, in order to do it, because if I didn't look it up, I would have been running around. There was a single article that was talking about it that had 0 comments. It was on some fucking weird ass website about where the end of, or where, basically how to finish this thing, right? How to finish this thing. And so I go and do it after wandering around aimlessly for 90 minutes to do this thing. Go and do it. The game bugs. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and I never get the reward. And I just leave. So like, I don't know if there was
have
like
a save or anything.
Well, I did, and I redid it to see if it would work. To like, basically, it triggers a cutscene when you like do this thing, and the cutscene just never triggered. And so the only thing that me and chat could like surmise is that there was some other thing, like the story or the world had to move forward in some way so that it would trigger this, is the only thing we could surmise. Dan, it had to do with this area that you're in right now. So I don't know if you found what I found, but
Yeah, there was a really cool puzzle in that area. Yeah, I think I stumbled across that as well.
okay. Did you?
It worked for me.
You got the
I don't know.
cutscene.
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, I might be thinking a different one, but
You're thinking
there
of a
was-
different one. Yeah.
Yeah, there might have been. It was an outdoor puzzle. I don't know if yours was outdoors or
Yep.
indoors.
Mine was outdoors. Yeah.
It involves without anything specific, just stepping on stuff.
Different puzzle.
Okay, different puzzle. So yeah, so that one worked for me.
Okay. All right.
My only real like bug beside that door bug has been mostly graphical issues. Like if you're playing with ray reconstruction or maxed out lighting, there's this like weird black box that appears at nighttime and can be like, will just go over random textures in the distance, which is awkward. If you turn lighting down to cinematic instead of max, it goes away, but it also disables ray reconstruction, which messes up the ray tracing lighting. So there's some weird bug I've been getting where at night, so just at nighttime too, there's like this black box that'll be like on the wall or in the distance that I can't seem to get rid of. It's a strange little bug.
Yeah.
And some pop-ins and stuff, but other than that, it's been relatively polished for a game this big. Like there's some bugs, but not. I would expect a lot more. Like if this was Bethesda, I would have been shocked to be like, "Holy crap, you guys have changed."
Yeah. Yeah. The Bethesda bugs are charming. I don't know if I found that thing where I was walking around for 90 minutes because I know what's at the end of it because I looked it up. I really want to fucking do the thing that's at the end of it, but I can't get it to trigger.
Are you locked out of it forever, you think?
I don't know. That's the thing. The mechanical part of it is finished. So I don't know if I'm just going to be in some random part of the world and a cutscene's going to trigger or what's going to go on.
You load your game after a patch. Like we fixed the patch. We fixed the cutscene not loading. So you're like loaded into the game. You're like, all right, we're going to get on my horse. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
JP, I had a question for you. I've come across a couple of places without mentioning what they are, but like when I get to the interaction, there's like a lady that's like, "Oh, we haven't met yet," or something. I don't know if there's like these buildings where they're basically the game's telling you that you haven't met this person to
a small person.
No, it's like someone I haven't met yet. It goes in your head there that you can't like.
I haven't
these places.
Apparently that's story
okay,
locked.
never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that.
It sounds very story locked. I definitely got an item, or was supposed to, and but I lacked whatever mechanic I needed to actually get the item. So as I left the area, I got a random message saying, your inability to control this item has put it in your storage. And then I just saw an item pop on the right side of the screen. And sure enough, when I went back to my camp, there was this weird, I still don't know what it is, some kind of weird husk thing in my storage chest. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it looks like there is some protection against that kind of stuff. Maybe it's not all working.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like the game, I was told by multiple people, for whatever reason, I attracted reviewers or people that had review access to the game in my chat. And there were a lot of people that said to get through chapter 6 before you do any exploration.
Chapter 6?
Yeah.
Before you do any what?
Exploration in the game.
I was told chapter 3.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Damn.
Because
I got some work to do.
chapter 6 is almost like 30 hours of main story.
Yeah, like I'm like I think this area is the end of chapter 4, I think, that I'm in.
Yeah.
So I'm almost done with that, and then I started to explore, and I'm running into things where I can't interact with it, and the game's like, you don't have whatever you need to do this. So it does seem like you have to continue the main story to unlock things, which is disappointing. I hate when games do that, but I get why they do that.
Is that something you would agree with, that like for the first however many fucking hours it is, like you would recommend like just do the quests that pop up for you?
Well,
It's like in Skyrim where you go into a dungeon and you get all the way to the end, and they're like, there's like something you can't get past, and like you can't
Right.
figure out why, and it's just because you didn't get.
You don't have
quest
the
up in a
sacred
town
wheel of
back there,
keys to put
or
into the fucking
Yeah.
thing, and yeah.
you don't have dragon shouts yet, so you can't go past this door.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
yeah. I mean, I would kind of agree with that. It's also the fact that you can do so much at the start of the game, but because none of it is tutorialized until later on in the story, you don't know what you don't know. If
That's true.
like,
Yeah.
there are a lot of puzzles that you can actually solve. You just don't know that you can solve them because the game hasn't told you that you can. And that's one thing where I'm like, I love that. It's another thing where I'm like, God damn it. I wish I knew how to get past that waterfall. Because like, there's a way you could do that. And it's very simple. And some of the
Obviously,
best,
like any problem, JP, you attack the issue.
some of the best loot is in that shit, just like you would expect in an RPG for really cool things to be behind a waterfall. But yeah,
I know how to do it. I still haven't done it yet.
Okay.
How
Yeah,
about this?
I know how to do it, but I'm not going to tell you.
Would any of you recommend like a skill tree, like ability to mainline before anything else? Like you got to do this first. It makes the game so much better. blah, blah, blah.
no. Hold on. One second.
I highly recommend going into the blue tree and getting the wrestling moves.
Yes,
They are
wrestling
so
moves.
much fun. You just like can clothesline people, suplex them. It's really good.
Wrestling
Also,
moves.
People are
moves.
saying stamina.
Yeah, stamina is used for like climbing and moves and stuff, so definitely want that. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you something revolutionary, Zeke. I recommend just going in and playing however you damn want.
Yep.
'Cause you can't mess it up. You can respec.
You can
in
respec.
the game. So just
Okay.
play.
Zeke?
Just do whatever speaks to you, and don't let Chad or anyone else tell you how to play. Just
I
enjoy
might
it the way you
influence you a little bit.
But this is I know that. I'm asking you personally, like, what has made your life easier in the game?
Zeke, here's a little bit of influence. You could just watch the clip. Okay, this is me sneaking into a camp. Of course,
Okay.
just like any other open world game, you can't assassinate. But then you start dropping RKOs on everyone. Okay? And that's what I do for 30 hours, Zeke, is I just run around and RKO every motherfucker I see. And then I got an
When I play
ability.
these games, I don't play as a bad guy.
These guys are going to kill you either way. You
These
know?
are bandits. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
This is like the clear out the place.
Yeah,
kind of guys.
they're bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just RKO, and then you get an improvement to the RKO, where after you RKO them, you can RKO them a second time if they still have HP. It's great.
Okay.
And then if some of it turns into almost like a fighting game, because like you can. I gotta move. Did you guys get the flying kick yet?
No.
The flying kick. You're muted. The flying kick is 10 out of 10. Double jumping, slamming the ground, and then just holding F, and you like fucking just like it's straight up dive kick from the game Dive Kick, and it just knocks them out. It's great.
One thing
sounds
that's
amazing.
been really good for movement is it's in the red tree. I think there's some hand abilities for that. You get like a magical hand. And
Yes.
one of them lets you grab a ledge and then launch yourself up into the air to like get up cliffs because there's a lot of
That's the
mountains
one
on
I
cliff.
saw that I
Yeah.
was like, that I need that.
It's very
sure.
useful.
That's a great one.
You can also grab trees and pull them down and fling yourself like a catapult, which is fun with
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, if you grab the top of a tree, and I think you can just do that at the very beginning of the game. It's one of the
Yeah,
things they
just-
never teach you,
Mhm.
which is funny because I never had that tutorialized at all. There I am, just RKOing. There's this follow up, the Larry.
It's just so much fun.
You just drop him on his back.
Like fucking Zangief over here.
Dude, that's all I'm doing. Because
And I love-
you can upgrade your gloves, and I think your glove attack damage is what dictates how much damage your melee abilities do. I think. Because they have like an attack stat, and I don't know what that actually changes apart from the defense on it. But yeah. What else?
Do they have Tiger Drop though? Because that move is killer.
They have an Azuna drop much later in the
Okay.
game. If you've played like Ninja Gaiden, you can do a full-on Azuna drop,
Nice.
which is kind of silly. I hate the stealing in this game.
Oh, I hate
God, it's
when
the
there's psychic,
worst, dude.
you get psychically punished for stealing. Like they're like
It-
everyone's like
wha-
Fallout had that too, the reputation system where you would steal something and be like, "Ooh, your karma went down." Ooh, people didn't like that. It's just like
It's stupid.
so. The way it works is when you steal something, your contribution level, which is kind of like almost like your reputation in the game, will go down instantly. Even if no one sees you do it, like everyone just knows that you're stealing somehow. And then you keep losing the equivalent of reputation.
and that's
every
an
time
actual
you steal
currency
something.
they can get
It's a
actual
currency,
great
yes.
items with.
Yes.
So it's like if you by stealing loot, you are literally losing loot in another part of the game,
Mhm.
which
And-
makes you not want to steal any loot.
And
which-
it's
which-
You know what?
not-
I'm not
sucks.
sad because you guys are bad guys.
It's not
You're stealing stuff, you're a bad
inconsequential
guy.
either, because like you
Whatever.
steal and it takes off like
Terrible.
minus like 2% or whatever on the bar. Like I've lost a full level from just entering into a room trying to steal everything.
And then there's like this weird system where you have to be wearing a bandit mask to steal. You have to. So,
Yeah.
and it's a physical item in the game.
Yeah.
So, like at one point, I got arrested because I'm robbing a church, like you do.
You
and
got
I happen to
arrested?
stumble I happen to stumble into the priest, and he arrested me. And when they arrest you, they take your bandit
He's
mask.
arrested.
Yes, he
Why not
did.
RKO him?
I should have, but it was
Should've.
a cutscene.
Ah.
But
Damn it.
so basically, I didn't even realize at the time I lost my bandit mask. So then I ride to like the other end of the map to start doing questing, and I find myself in this like opulent estate full of loot. I've killed everyone in it, but all the good loot is stealing, and I don't have a goddamn mask on, so I can pick it up.
Bro, no, I think one that
Get a
might
dog.
be even
Get a
more
dog to
annoying.
grab it.
Dude, one that might be more annoying, Co, is when you're out in the wild, like just wild, and you happen upon a bunch of bandits in a camp and you kill them, and then like the camp converts to be a good guy place. Everything that's in that camp becomes a thing you can't take
Oh, that you
unless you
can't pick
steal
up
it.
at that point.
Yep.
So it's better to like loot while someone's still alive.
Leave one guy alive.
Yes.
Like cut his arms and legs off and throw him in the
Disable him,
corner. Yeah. Put him on life support.
Yes.
And then just loot everything and then put him out of his misery. Yeah.
It's so frustrating. I really didn't like that stuff.
Like says that's min maxing. It's not min maxing. These are basic mechanics. Like stealing is a basic thing. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not min maxing. It's just like it. Yeah, I hate the game that makes you want to not partake in the mechanics. Because
Random
they do things that make no sense.
random
It makes
thing.
no sense.
Did you guys see this or find this in the game? This thing on my back?
No, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me what that is. But I know I haven't seen that.
Don't know what it is still. It was on my back forever. I put it on my back and I didn't know what to do with it for about 4 hours.
So you can get all sorts of kits. There's like a leatherworking kit and like there's a porter's kit. And like if you look at them, it says like has all the tools needed to do whatever the thing is. So I don't know if it's one of those, but I've always wondered if you could equip them. I've
It's
just
like
been
a
selling
quest
them.
item that I picked up
Oh,
somewhere.
I have no idea then.
And the reason I had to the way I got rid of it was me Googling, what the fuck is this thing on my back? Why, how do I get rid of it? And it was like, you need to go do this. So I went and did that, didn't get any reward except for it being off my back. So I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
if I
your
like
wish was delivered.
Yeah, I don't know if I like happened upon that or what. But after about 3 hours, I was tired of everyone joining the stream being like, "The fuck is that on his back? Why does he have the holy hand grenade of Antioch on his back? What's going on?" Yeah, there's a lot of that. Which
looks more like the holy tactical nuke of Antioch.
It does, yeah. It's quite large. What else is there? The recipe stuff is annoying. I wish when he learned a recipe, it got rid of the document.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to go sell it. Like, you buy it from the vendor for a silver, 50 copper, read it, and then sell it back to him for 90 copper. Like, what?
If I was in charge of this game, I would like make, once you read something, I would turn it into like recipes into a generic paper that's stacked, and then you could like sell the stack of papers later or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's
they don't stack. You get like dozens of papers in your inventory. Like bounties do that too, where like you finish a bounty,
Or maybe this.
of it in your inventory.
How about a recipe book?
Yeah.
Make it a
Recipe book.
Totally.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, because even the UI for
I'm sorry, Zeke. Do you think this is a gate? Oh,
even the like the UI for cooking, I would go as far as to say is generally bad. To cook like I shouldn't have skipped away from that moment where I was
would
just
love
cooking,
if they did a second pass at the UI. Like just go through and all the pain points and just make it smoother and neater. The inventory, the equipment system, like all of it could just need some love and some tweaking and stuff.
Yeah,
it really does. It really does. It seems like a lot of it was and I've talked about this a lot on stream. It seems like a lot of it was made by people that don't play these types of games. It like there's not a lot of intuitiveness to the control scheme. There's a lot of controls and you need a lot of buttons for it, but like a lot of them just don't make sense. When you have like multiple different buttons that all do the same thing, interact with an object in the game world, and some of them you have to hold control first, and some of them you have to like that. It's just very strange. It doesn't. You keep getting up on these moments where you're like, you want to do the thing you've done 1,000 times before, but for some reason or another, the game is not letting you do that, and you have to. Then it's a little barrier to figure out. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to hold this. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Still drives me crazy. There's two different weapons. There are two different buttons to sheath your weapons.
There is.
Why would
I
you
thought it
ever
was
do
just T.
No, you have one button to sheath your bow, and you have another button to sheath your melee. And if you have your bow out, you can't use the melee sheath to put your bow away. And if you have and vice versa. It's just like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
it's one equipped thing that you're unequipping in both cases. Why would you have two? Like,
it's also infuriating because since I use like a pugilist style of combat, it's not really called that, but I use my hands a lot in combat, not a weapon. There's a mechanic in the game where you pull out a lamp and it'll like show you things. If you're fighting with your hands, you can't pull the lamp up by pressing control because it puts your hands in like a guard because that's your weapon. So the way to do it is to go from your hands to drawing your weapon to putting your weapon away and then putting your the light out, which I'm holding right here.
Have you tried just doing the weapon sheath command with your fists out?
I've tried. Yes, I wanted him to go like this or something.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, is he gonna pull like like the like gonna cock?
I wanted him to cock his hands. If he did that, it would have been like, this is the best game I've ever played.
Oh my god!
But
that
he doesn't.
Can't be right. Man.
Yeah, it's really absurd.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things where I'm just like, I don't know why this game does it this way. And there's a lot of things where I'm just like, God, this is so fun. This is so awesome.
Somebody in chat just pointed this out, by the way. Someone in chat just goes, basically, now do you guys see why Will Powers was so hesitant about the rebind keys question y'all asked him? Yes, I do, because it's an absolute mess. Like, and also if you try to rebind the keys that you can, a lot of times they have multiple inputs, so it won't like work properly when you like use it in other contexts.
Yeah,
it's man, it's a whole thing. The whole thing.
Yeah.
There's some weird like interactions in the inventory too. Like if you hold the menu button, it brings up a sub menu of the menus, so you can choose to go right to inventory or quest, but if you just press the button, it goes to the last menu. And then also in your inventory, if you click on an item, you use it instantly. But if you hold the interact button, then you bring up an option to use all the stack or split, and it's just like lots of little things like
and
that.
Dan, Dan, how do you scroll the inventory up and down?
You just use
WASD.
right stick on the controller.
Right stick on the controller, or on the
Oh.
PC, the mouse wheel. The mouse wheel, right?
Yeah.
When you bring open the submenu for an item, mouse wheel still moves the inventory, and if you move it, it moves it off the item and the menu closes. So you have to use WASD to navigate the item menu.
Yep. Yep. Hey, did you guys do something like?
Someone should be arrested for this.
Did you guys do something like this yet? Have you happened upon a puzzle like this in the world?
That's what I was talking about for you earlier.
I haven't seen this at all.
Got
That's
it.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Hey, when you do this, maybe
Yeah.
plug in a controller. Because when you
that's
walk
interesting.
off
Why?
of this, it's an immediate fail. And the keys, when you're moving with a keyboard, they happen to be a little bit heavy / like kind of
They are.
sticky. So you can just like randomly walk up onto this fucking rail right here and it cancels the entire puzzle. You have to start
puppet
over.
movement. It's puppet movement. If people
This
are
was
familiar
very
with that. So
easy on the controller.
Yeah,
when you
that's what I
move in
heard.
this game, and when you move in this game on PC at least, it doesn't feel like you're moving your actual character. It feels like you're a puppeteer giving commands. Like everything has like this weird underwater kind of. Normally it's fine because you don't need precision movement, but oh god, that puzzle. Now, could you just precision jump everywhere? Is that feasible?
Yeah, probably. But you're walking that
Genius.
entire thing like 4 times. It's a long, annoying fucking puzzle.
Oh, I did. Yeah, there were. So you have to move over all those squares. It looked like there was like probably 100-ish squares, if not more.
Yeah.
That would get tedious.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know if I can. Trying to like just find a place in the VOD to put it,
But yeah, the good news is, okay, now that we've had our little we're terrible gamer cry
can't
sessions
skip
here about-
cutscenes. By the way,
about
sorry,
Prince of
there's one
Desert.
more.
Oh yeah, no, there's no skipping cutscenes. There's just the
Fast forward.
suck skipping cutscene feature. It's like skipping cutscenes if you want to have a loading screen, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. The fast forward isn't even that fast. I just found that out today when I died on that boss and I was like trying to get back and I was like, what's going on? Why is it skipping? And they're like, it's going faster. Can't you see it? And I was like, is it? Like, oh,
I can't fucking believe this is still an issue.
Yeah.
Every single game, make your cutscene skippable. How many times am I going to say it? Make it skippable. I don't care if you want to force me to say, make it skippable anyway.
Yeah.
And if you're like, well, we want a fast forward option, cool. Have that too. Have a fast forward option and a skip option. Like that's great. It doesn't need to be an either or. Like which is again. But anyway, now like I was saying before, now that we've been complaining about this the entire time, everything we just mentioned is totally fixable. This is like all patched
it's
stuff.
very patchable.
The thing about this game is that the core sandbox exploration adventure stuff is actually fantastic. There are parts of it that I would argue are like almost best in class in terms of just like the feelings of exploring and coming over a vista and seeing a thing you completely
I love when you
didn't
come
expect.
over a vista, man. It's one of my
Oh
favorites.
man, there have been so many like holy shit moments that I've had in this game, and I can tell I've barely scratched the surface. I mean, there's a YouTuber named Fightin' Cowboy. He's on like hour 150, and he's saying that like although it's slightly less now, it is still giving him those moments at 150 hours. He is still getting like, oh shit, that's cool moments.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is a wild amount of content.
That's why I'm
So
excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same boat. It's like I'm one of the biggest reasons I'm so into this game right now is because I know that there's a potential for so much more in here. And I know it all exists. I haven't even seen 10% of what I saw in that damn trailer.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even understand how some of that could be in the game I'm playing right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
if
it's
I can
like-
pull
haven't
up
even
from that.
talked about dragons because you probably haven't even seen them yet, right? There's dragons in the game.
Dude,
Yeah.
haven't
if
seen
I
it.
did not hear from Will about it, I would even not know that dragons exist in this game. So like, but to be clear, that's apparently like an end game thing. That's like the Pokemon that can go everywhere at the end of Pokopia. Like apparently the dragons, like the you've won, congrats, here's God mode kind of thing, which is fine. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's crazy how just big this game has been. It's so unfortunate. It's obfuscated with all these control problems and story. Like this game could have been so awesome if all this stuff was fixed. But yeah, it's a lot of fun at the end of the day. It really is a lot of fun.
Yeah. There and things. I mean, even in chapter 5, there's like towards the end of chapter 6, even they're still introducing massive mechanics that have nothing to do with like traversing the world, or it's like things that, and I've heard that continues on throughout the entirety of the game. And it's stuff you can also just like not do. It just exists, which is cool.
The exploration is on par at times with Red Dead Redemption 2, where you're just like those moments where you're just walking around, you're not doing a quest, you're just walking around to see what's around because it looks cool, and you just turn around a corner and you see something amazing, and sometimes it just blows you away. Like there's like caves hidden in places you wouldn't think. There's like, you'll see like a little crack. Don't look at anything there, but you go in there and then, oh, there's a cave like tucked around the corner and stuff. Things where like you just feel so rewarded for paying attention to all the details in the environment and just walking around. Maybe go, instead of going through the road here, you decide to climb up the cliff over there, and then there's something up there you couldn't see from the road, and it's just surprising. Or you run into a character or a creature.
Yeah,
it's the story like hasn't really been grabbing my attention at all, but I don't really care because it's just sort of in the background. Like it's just there in the background.
Yeah.
Like the cutscenes are fine. I'll listen to them. The characters are okay, but just like it just gives me an excuse to go explore some more when I go towards a quest objective. And that's where the game really shines, where you're just going from place to place with no objective, just other than to see what's there. Just to, oh, like there's like, you see like a rock there, or looks like a ruin. You go check it out, and then you find something cool inside, or something that kills you. You know, it's like everything's like, it's like your adventure of exploring is the story for me. Like that's what it feels like. It's like that's the main story.
Sandbox
is exploring.
goodness, man. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm making the story as I'm walking along.
I think that the other thing too is like yellow paint doesn't exist in this game, and it's the first time where I've really enjoyed that. But also there's things where, because it looks so normal to the rest of the world, I never would have gone in that direction. Mm-hmm. But in that direction, kind of what you were just saying, out and kind of, I'll make something up. This isn't in the game because I don't want to spoil what's in the game. But just out in a giant flat plain, in the middle of the plain, there's a hole, and underneath that is a massive cave network. Shit like that exists in this game. And you just don't expect to see or find any of that until you happen upon it. And it's so awesome when you happen upon it, because it does reward you for the most part. Every once in a while, you're kind of like, that's it.
Well, I keep running into places early where I go in and I'm like, shit, I don't have what I need here. Or like, oh, this is a puzzle that's not here, or stuff like that. But I think the get to chapter 6 first. I think I'm gonna main that.
Let me ask you this, Code. Did you said you killed everyone at a mine and you fought Mr. Bioshock?
Yes.
Okay.
And then pulled the stone out and went in.
So you did go in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And
I spent like 90 minutes in there.
First of all, I saw your clip.
Yeah, no, that's where I have a clip that's going around because it scared the shit out of me. Did you finish what was in there?
I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I tried everything. I got the thing to shoot the door. That thing is actually the item I got that I couldn't do anything with.
Right.
So slight spoilers, but I used my hand on that and it broke it and turned it into this freezy ball.
Yeah.
And then I tried to play with that, couldn't figure anything out. And then when I left, it put it in my inventory and was like, you can't do anything with this yet, but we're going to store it for you. And I was like, thanks.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the thing.
That whole thing and everything in that, I want to say, is what happens a lot later in the game to everything, which has me really excited because that part was so cool. It's so,
dude, my face lit up when the guy was like, we're going to need you to go up in the crane thing. Here's the key. And I was like,
oh no.
Me?
Yeah.
I get to do the crane? Like, really?
Yeah.
Yay.
Wait, you can slide? Yeah, there's a challenge in one of the cubes to slide. So
Tell me something.
That's what I'm doing here.
I got a challenge that's craft a weapon.
Uh-huh.
I got another one that's craft a bow.
Okay.
And then I got one that's make it from this location to this location on horseback in under 40 minutes.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet, but they get insane. There's one where it's like
40 minutes for a skill point.
Yeah. Oh, I did a thing yesterday for 60 minutes for a skill point. Okay. And that's where I was like, some of the rewards might not be worth it.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, seriously, like literally it's all you would do is ride a horse. Like there's no game, and you can't stop and do side stuff. Like you have to do it in under time. So
yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I think somebody told me in chat though, that the places they give you, this is kind of fun, are apparently the whole world apart. So the idea is that you have to ride across the world in the fastest that you can, that's kind of cool. Like I have to admit, that's kind of fun, but I'm getting my dragon first. I'm going to pick up the horse.
There you go.
I found out today that you can't fast travel while you have a bounty target.
Really?
While you're holding one.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Did you know that you could put it on the back of a horse?
Yes,
like you can't fast travel the horse.
I was 2,000 meters away from the town, but I had to take him all the way back.
You did that?
Yes.
What? So I know
8 silver, JP.
Yes,
8 silver.
Yes,
Wait,
this wasn't
silver.
Yes, I was told the exact same thing, and people were like, "Don't do that; it's not worth it." And I was like, "What?"
This wasn't
silver.
the dude. This wasn't the pothead, was it?
No.
Oh,
The
good. Okay.
beehive one.
It was the beehive guy.
Beehive guy. Oh, I don't know who that is.
What, did you get rep for it though? How much rep did you get?
Wasn't paying attention because I was so mad about the 8 silver.
Yeah.
I was just like,
No, I killed him, and then I was like, "Wait a minute! You want me to take him from there to there?" And someone in chat was like, "Don't do it. You only get 8 silver."
See, but here's the thing.
Eight
That
silver.
sounds
Dead
ridiculous
4.
for us, right? That sounds ridiculous. But keep in mind, like just like Will was saying, there's going to be ridiculous endgame traversal stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, what Zeke tip for you for your don't do that shit early game. Like it's not worth it. Like wait until later till we can like just fire up in the air and fly across the freaking map and stuff like that. You know, I feel like those bounties are going to be a lot more manageable later in the game, where you'd spend 30 minutes doing them now is going to be a minute and a half later.
My when I play it
Justice is its own reward.
a month or two from now, when it's hopefully, I don't know, maybe a little better and there's more guides and stuff like that. Like my plan is like get stamina, get movement tech stuff, and then do the main story until I feel confident that I am, far enough along in the game that the shit I will come upon I can actually complete and finish, or like I can move fast across great distances.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a good call. The first part you said about that stamina is so important in this game. Like I've been putting as many points as I can into that early whenever I have the chance.
Yep. Have you?
Good call.
So
I love that someone in your chat was like, "You're approaching this game wrong, Zeke." Like, Dan just said I couldn't do that. He said I could approach it however I wanted, and it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you guys gotten to the point on crafting items where it uses skill points?
No.
So I've hit that wall and it really fucking annoys the shit out of me that I have to choose between an abyss crystal to upgrade a weapon or an abyss crystal to upgrade my skills.
Oh, you mean like using the artifacts?
Yeah, the
Okay,
artifacts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
I've hit that point.
Can you get an endless amount of abyss?
Yeah. So you see the on the screen right now, you see the little bar to the left of the mini map, the little white bar.
Yeah.
As you kill mobs, that fills up. When it maxes, you get an abyss thing.
I thought that little bar was to measure when you were in an area that had control, killing all the enemies in that area to get control of that region or area.
I think it might be what you said. I thought it was what I said.
When I was killing like hundreds of dudes at the quarry, like I was just getting artifacts randomly.
Oh no, Chad is
killing
just saying
so
that
many.
straight up is the left side. Wait, was I looking at the wrong thing?
Yeah, the left of the mini map, the little radius.
Chat's basically like that's an XP bar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I didn't know that until about 20 hours.
Control has a % in the top left. Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
There's my deer antlers, by the way. That, of course, allows me to stealth when I'm near deers. Bears, however, will still fucking try to fight you.
Oh, there's bears in the game.
Wait, is it only stealth for deers?
It's only stealth for deers. It's only stealth for deers. Which is really weird because I'm just in the wilderness and all of a sudden like 20 deer just show up right next to me and I'm like, reaching for knives.
Come to me, jungle friends. I will murder you.
Yeah. It's good.
All right, so have you found Mace Sword and Board? Is that your thing? Or Mason Board, I guess?
The game, like, that's maybe another thing that's frustrating. The game defaults to that a lot of times. It just like pulls out your sword and board. I typically try to do hand to hand. That's where most of my points are. Yeah, is hand to hand.
Oh, interesting. And the hand-to-hand thing.
Can you RKO the bear?
No.
Damn it.
You can RKO
Game's
some bosses if they're humanoid, which is great. In fact, you can do the drop kick move with some of the bosses, and it does a shit ton of damage.
Cool.
There was a boss apparently amongst reviewers, which was like the filter boss. It's where a lot of reviewers kind of like quit the game. They didn't finish the game. It was this one particular boss. I got to that last night.
Oh.
100%. I almost rage quit. It's so fucking bad. Like,
Now, wait.
and I thought it was me.
Wait.
I think you're
Bad
about to
like
ask.
the fight sucks, or bad like it's way too hard?
Bad like
were
the
you
fight
having
sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, maybe I'm just bad. You know, I actually did the mental work of like, maybe it was me. I watched another streamer do it last night.
Yeah.
I watched Dat Mods, and he was like, fuck, I'm so fucking upset right now. And he one-shot it. Like, he didn't have problems with it. He one-shot it. Like, this is so fucking stupid. I haven't been this upset in such a long time.
Okay, not getting too spoilery,
hold
but
on.
like, okay,
I'm
go ahead.
guessing, since I haven't seen it, I'm guessing that it's something to the effect of invincible phases or something like that just takes time and it just
I was
steals
gonna
hours
say-
or steals minutes from you.
I was going to
Kinda.
say super fast attacks that are like warpy.
Yes. And
Okay.
the dodge functionality, you get an ability to, when you press Alt and you're taking damage, it'll like dodge out of it and you take less damage. His attacks,
That right there.
yes, his attacks are like so magnetic that it doesn't work 80% of the time. Like it felt real clunky when I was doing it.
Can you, are they red moves or can you counter them? Can you parry them?
No, I don't think you can parry them. I mean, I was trying both. It was,
Oof.
again, it just felt like, some of it felt like I'm bad, which sure, yeah. But the other part of it was like, well, if other people are frustrated by this, maybe it's not just me. So I ended up killing it because the way you overcome a lot of stuff in this game is just go cook 1,000 meat, because there's no animation or anything to heal. You just spam a button.
And keep
So you
resurrecting
can
with those
Yakuza
pills.
through fights?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hold on, I got to drink a stamina. Glug, 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 glug.
Oh,
I have 100
yes.
of these. We're going to be here for a
Oh,
while.
dude. That fight earlier against the dude in the field that I was talking about, I put on 48 pounds in that fight.
Yeah.
I
Same.
shit you not. I put on so much weight by the end of that fight. I'm surprised I didn't just die of a over protein heart attack. Like yeah, you just everything. I had like 9 bowls of soup
Yeah.
in 2 minutes.
Also, Zeke, you're going to use controller or keyboard and mouse?
I'm probably going to switch to keyboard mouse just because it makes everything a little bit more like there's more controls, but they're not as like press 4 things to do one thing.
Yeah. Here's the proest tip I can give you. In the game, this is gonna, for people that haven't played, this is gonna be wild for you to hear. F1 pulls up. Oh god, now I'm blanking. What does F1 pull up, Co?
I know F2 is your weapons and F3 is your armor, and no, F3 is your consumables. F2 is your quick
F1
equip for
is
weapons and
characters. F1 is characters.
Oh, that's right. Yes. And then
F2 is
weapons
armor.
and armor. F3
So
is consumables.
when you
for speed and
press,
health.
yeah, and to explain that, when you press F2, you hold it down, and Q and E will switch between your weapons. And then you use your mouse to go into the radial menu, and you use mouse wheel to pick which weapon you want to pull out. It's fucking bizarre. But take F3, and F3 pulls out your consumables. Rebind F3 to mouse 4. And then you can just constantly
thumb
press
button.
mouse
Oh.
4 to heal.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. It's
No, my
just- you just spam
mouse
it.
4 is consumable, and my mouse 5, which is my other thumb button, is put away weapon, and that is awesome.
I might do
So
that. too.
any time I just want to not deal with combat, just tap my side button, and I'm out of combat, good to go. So strongly recommend that. Yeah.
I might do that. Yeah, that's probably.
In fact,
a
if
good
you
one.
can, I wonder if we can assign the same button. In which case, you could also assign the bow put away and the weapon put away to the same button. I don't know if you can do that though. That'd be great.
I would love if you do that and you press it and the game just closes.
The game just crashes, and then puts a thumbs up review on Steam.
No, I think
so funny.
for those of you talking about like keyboard versus controller, the main reason is something that I experienced. The reason why I would switch is because of the aim. And it's not the aiming the bow or anything. It's aiming at shit on the ground to pick up. Because that is so fucking frustrating on controller.
You can hold down
Like,
E.
You can not only aim
Yeah.
at stuff in this game, anytime you're out of combat, you can go into first person. And you can just straight look around rooms and around the
Really?
houses
Okay.
and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I don't think there's FOV options, which is a bit sad about it. But yeah, it's actually really cool. I go into first person all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's this exact spot. This exact spot where
to
I was
pick
just
up all
like,
the
I just want
coins?
to pick this. I just want to pick up all the
Oh,
coins.
you can see
wanna get the
me.
coins. I just want to fucking get the coins. Can I fucking pick up all the coins, please? Oh my God, there's so many coins. And then there's like, hey, this is the new silver goblet. This is a new thing. This is a blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just want to pick up this shit. And you end up picking up the clay pot. And you're like, I don't want the clay pot.
What pisses me off in this game is there's items called coins on the ground, and you pick it up and it's one coin. It's one coin is not coins. Like that whole room that Co's in right now, every one of those pile of coins was one coin. And I was so mad. It just gives you one copper.
And one copper, by the way, in the world of the game, it's fucking nothing. Most things cost like 10 copper for one piece of meat. So I did the same exact thing Co just did, where I went and picked up everything like the fucking poor person that you are at this point. Also, let's talk about this dumb helmet.
When I first got the brain dance device from Cyberpunk, I tried to I did not realize that there was this, actually, considering how terrible it is getting to your inventory, which I don't know if we stress this, hold the escape button, scroll wheel multiple times, then release instead of pressing I, which is, for the record, not bound to any other thing in the game. We checked. But so I did not realize that when you get a brain dance memory, or it's actually contextual, when a lot of different things happen in the game, that little circle at the bottom right of your screen will change to a contextual option. And if you just tap escape, then you'll go to the contextual option. So if you get a memory with this headset, instead of having to like go into the F2 menu, equip the helmet, hold the space on it, go through the memories to find the memory you want, you can just tap escape once. So that long part, I did that for like the first 10 memories, where every time I get a memory, I would go to F2, equip my helmet, hold space on it, get the big list of memories, try to find where the new one is. And I'm sitting here the whole time complaining how terrible it is. And my whole chat the entire time was like, just press escape once. And I was like, I am pressing and holding escape, you dummies.
Yeah.
So
I
that
missed
was
that
was
first
a
time
thing.
too. They had to tell me that too. I was like, where the fuck is this? Also,
Yeah.
I think they're preparing you for pain later when they give you the very first memory. It's the last thing on the fucking scroll list.
Yeah. Oh.
I watched you do it just now, and that pissed me off when I saw it. I was like, oh, first memory, and everything's a question mark. You're like, where is it? And you scroll, and then you scroll, and you scroll. And it's at the very fucking bottom. You're like,
it's like 2
"You gotta be
pages down.
shitting me,
Yeah,
dude."
yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
Man.
This game sounds conflicting. It is conflicting.
It's 100%
It's both. Do you
conflicting, yeah.
love or hate your players? It's a big conflict. Yeah, big
like
conflict.
I said, 200 hours, score a 7.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's the thing. I felt like we've talked almost an hour now, and most of it has been like, oh, this is so annoying. Oh my, all of us would want to be playing the game right now.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to play this game again. And here's the thing, Zeke, and I didn't want to like correct it, but I will say it's not a 7 to me. This game is not a 7. This game is like an 8.5 or 9+ sandbox with 4 out of 10 controls and other features. Like there's parts of this game that are so much higher than a 7. There's just other parts that are like so low. It's how did this make it into a game of this state?
Yep.
Like how 6 years of development. How? But no, it's way like parts of it, man, are like some of the I can already see, and I've had so much fun in this sandbox, and I can tell it's going to be so much more fun. Just quality, good sandbox entertainment, which was one of my favorite genres of games.
Yeah.
Somebody earlier said, how do you recommend playing this game? A lot of people are treating it like an RPG with less. I firmly believe this is a sandbox game with more. Like the main quest, don't think of that as like less of an RPG main quest. Think of it like a Valheim quest that's more than that, right? So like the real shining pillar of this game is the giant sandbox full of content. And then the other mechanics are kind of the secondary mechanics to get you into all of that really kind of fun, broader thing. Not trying to glaze over the problems here. There's lots of them, but I mean, there's just such a wonderful sandbox to explore in here. It really is like, it's unfortunate all the other stuff is so marred with issues because it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
I think we
People
should,
saying, wait, maybe. I mean, if you don't want to deal with the issues.
Yeah.
then
they've already come out and said they're going to patch it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.